Kill ants today to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Let's talk about how do we use a simple 5-step process to remove ants from our business. What the heck are ants? We talked about them yesterday. We identified our top 3 for our business. And today we're going to address how do we deal with them? How do we eliminate them? How do we stop them from negatively impacting our ability to grow and build and supersize our business? Now, just like each of us as individuals have automatic negative thoughts that interact and actually wreak havoc on our life, the same thing happens in our business, but on steroids, because it expands the negative possibilities, just like the positive possibilities, expand exponentially with the number of people that we bring into our organization that are helping us to build and grow and supersize our business. We don't have just our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, ideas, and ants. We have everybody in the organization's ants that are playing a part in holding us back as an organization. So I'm going to share this 5-step process. I'm going to give an example of somebody that applied it. And then I'm going to challenge you to pick at least one of your ants that your organization has and apply the process today and see if it doesn't have a great impact on the way things happen for your business moving forward as you're growing and building and supersizing. So pick the ant that you had yesterday, and I'll talk through the steps and give a couple of examples along the way, and then I'll share one person's example. I think I'm going to share James's example today. And we've talked about James before, at least here or in the Be a Better You annual challenge. I might need a magnifying glass. We'll see. Step 1, name your ant. As soon as you realize that it's an automatic negative thought that your organization has, or even that you have, you want to call it out, right? When we call something out by name and draw attention to it, we take it from automatic subconscious, we're not even paying attention to it, we don't even know it's operating, to the light of day. And once we shine a light on it, we can do something about it. Labeling the thought creates distance between me or us as an organization and the belief that we didn't even really know was operating or impacting us in a negative way. So for example, we just say, as soon as we realize, oh my God, that's an automatic negative thought that just caused me to not make that decision or to procrastinate, we say, hey, this is an ant, not a fact. Step 2, we question the truth. We challenge that ant by asking a few questions. Number 1, always, just like with limiting beliefs, is this 100% true? Is it true all the time, no matter what, in every situation? Has it always been true, and will be true from now into infinity and beyond? Question 2, what evidence do I have that contradicts this? So if I say I'm not good enough, we don't deserve this customer, we don't deserve any customers. Is that true? I hope not, if we're trying to grow and supersize our business. But what evidence do I have that contradicts this? Well, if you're already serving 1,000 people or 1,000,000 people, obviously it's not true. And then the third thing I like to ask about these is, what would I tell a friend? What will I tell my business associates who believe this? So say we believe we're not good enough to land a whale of a customer. What would I tell my friend with a business that thinks they're not good enough to land their whale of a customer? I tell us that too, because it's true for us as it is for one of our friendly business owners. Step 3, we reframe the thought. We take the thoughts, for example, we always fail, or we never succeed at this type of sales, or I always fail. And then we reframe it to say, all right, we haven't landed every customer that we've ever gotten or gone after before. Who has, by the way? Sometimes it's just a timing thing, and they're not in a position to afford us, is how I look at it these days. So we say, I've failed before, but I've also succeeded. Every setback teaches me something that I need to know, something valuable, some lesson we need to learn as an organization so we continually improve and get better at serving the people that we're here to serve. And guess what? We don't want to serve everybody. We only want to serve the people that are best for us and that we are best for, because that's how we make the world a better place. Step 4, replace the ant with action. What does that mean? If the ant says I'm not good enough, we're going to take some action that pushes in the face of that and says, BS, that's not true for our organization. We are good enough. Let's prove it to ourselves. And that's what we do. We take action to prove that that ant is absolutely nonsense, and we're not going to live by it anymore in our organization. So if we believe we're not good enough to land a great client or a great customer or a whale of a customer, whatever you like to call them, we go after them. We start to pursue them. We take action to communicate, build a relationship with them. And guess what? If you build a relationship with people and the organization or the customer that you want to do business with, and you focus on serving them and giving them a great experience and providing incredible value to them and solve problems for them, they will want to do business with you if you have integrity and are making the world a better place. And step 5, repeat and reinforce the reframed thought, the reframed ant. What we're basically doing is we're taking an unconscious limiting belief that's acting automatically in our life, and we're replacing it with a belief that empowers our organization. So let's share somebody's example of this. Let's share James's story. James wants to break free from fear of failure. Anybody in your organization, or does your organization have a fear of failing in any area or aspect that you're wanting to go after? Maybe you want to go after a new market segment, but you're afraid to because you don't have a whole lot of knowledge and wisdom or any experience in that area. Guess what? The only way you get experience is by actually doing it. So James is an aspiring entrepreneur. He's constantly thinking, if I fail, my life is over. Okay, well, there's an empowering automatic negative thought. Not. If I fail, my life is over. Or I'm not smart enough to run a business. How many people, obviously you haven't because you started your business, ever thought though, hey, I'm not smart enough to do this? Guess what? You don't have to be. You just need to find smart people that will help you. I think one of the biggest disadvantages we have when we start our own businesses is that we think we have to do everything ourselves. And that's absolutely a lie. And that's another automatic negative thought. I have to figure this out. I have to do everything myself. So how did he handle it? He named and questioned it. James identified his ant and challenged it. Is failing once the end? No, many successful entrepreneurs have failed before me, right? Almost, if you actually talk to business owners, founders, entrepreneurs, you will find out what, if they're being honest and they tell you their real story. You know, they've all got a marketing polished story, or not all, but a lot of them do. But I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear this is my marketing story that brings people to me. I want to hear how do you really do it? What's really happening? What's working great for you, and then what's not. But we name and question the ant. And so that's what he did. He reframed it to failure is feedback. Each step teaches me how to succeed. Each failure, each time we don't get exactly what we want, it's not a no forever. It's just no, not now. Either we're not ready for it, or the thing that we're going after isn't ready for us, right? It goes both ways. And then as far as action goes, he launched a small pilot version of his business instead of waiting for perfection. And the impact was the first attempt didn't go. It didn't work as planned. But instead of quitting, James learned, adapted, and grew stronger. Today, he's running a thriving business and says overcoming ants was the turning point that gave him the courage to actually succeed at having his own business. So today, what are we going to do? We are going to take our top one ant. I want people to do 3. I want us to do 3 between now and the end of the year, because the more ants we knock out, the more negative automatic things that we're not even aware of that we deal with and challenge and clear out of our energy field and our psyche and our systems once and for all, the faster we achieve what it is that we want in business and in life. Apply the 5-step process to at least 1, and then document your new reframed thought and commit to an action that will reinforce and challenge that old belief, and then replace it with a new belief, and see what impact that has on you building and growing and supersizing your business. If you need help with this in any way, please just reach out and ask. Done this thousands of times with people, because once I discovered ants, and I actually learned about them from, I'd heard of limiting beliefs and things, but I learned about them from my son and my mother-in-law, my ex-mother-in-law. Because she was helping my son with automatic negative thoughts and herself with automatic negative thoughts, and found a great book on it and shared it with us. All right. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, go out and make it an incredible day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.